You know what are 5 magic words for me when I hear about an upcoming new manga? From the assistant of Fujimoto. Heck, that's what got me started on Hell's Paradise in the first place. So, as soon as I heard that an assistant who had worked on both Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise, two beloved series of mine, was coming out with a new manga of their own, I just had to check the series out. And in case you can't tell from the title, I'm talking about Dandadan by Tatsu Yukinobu. Not only is the name of this manga just really fun to say, but I'm also happy to say that Dandadan is exactly my cup of weird juice. I mean, it's really out there. It's like if someone took the urban legends aspect of Mob Psycho and then added aliens into the mix, and the result is sheer chaos and batshit insanity. Oh, and it's also got a foxy grandma, and if that description isn't enough to lure you into reading the series, let me give you a brief lowdown on the plot as well as what makes the series so freaking awesome. The story centers around 2 high schoolers. We have a nerdy glasses boy who is obsessed with UFOs and believes that Earth is preparing for an intergalactic war. Then, on the other hand, we have Ayase, who is this badass tough girl. She was raised by her grandmother, who works as a psychic medium, so she grew up believing in ghosts. However, one day, the two of them get into an argument about whether ghosts or aliens exist, so they come up with a proposition. Both will go to a hotspot of the other person's favorite paranormal phenomenon, and if they experience a sighting, they have to do whatever the other person says. And needless to say, things go terribly wrong for both of them. Ayase gets abducted by freaky aliens who want to repopulate their race, and Glasses Boy ends up possessed by the ghost of a perverted granny who stole his junk. There you have it, everyone. Dandadan. And I know what I described so far sounds pretty ridiculous, and it is. But underneath all that insanity, this series has a surprising amount of heart. At first glance, the 2 main characters seem like an odd pair, but deep down, they're really both misfits who bond over being bullied and being seen as outsiders. Their dynamics are fun to watch, so I'm excited to see how they team up and work together to fight other aliens or monsters or whatever they face. Also, one major highlight of the series so far for me that I have to point out is the artwork itself. Yukinobu just has this masterful, almost cinematic sense for how to use perspective. He knows how to manipulate angles in order to create this sense of looming dread. And ooh, does Dandadan deliver in the horror department. Some of these panels are downright terrifying and remind me of the creepy faces in classical horror manga like PTSD Radio. With that said, I do have to give 2 caveats about this series though. First, Chapter 1 deals with a pretty uncomfortable alien probing attempt scene, so as a heads up, some readers may find this manga disturbing. Second, this manga is currently only available on Jump Plus in Japanese. I'm hoping though that if it gets popular enough, that'll be picked up in English for simul-release, because I do truly feel like this manga has something special to offer. It's got action, zany humor, and a touch of heart. All the ingredients to make a truly magical story. Now, only time can tell what the mangaka will do with those ingredients.